Ever pictured yourself living like a king or queen for just $500 a month? Think about rolling out of bed in a spot where your rent's under $200. A fancy breakfast costs a measly dollar, and you can stick around long-term without messing with a visa. Sounds too good to be true, doesn't it? Well, surprise, it's legit. There are corners of the globe where $500 isn't just scraping by, it's a ticket to a cozy, exciting life full of new experiences. These aren't just budget-friendly hideouts, they're jaw-dropping, rich with culture, and super-friendly to boot. Whether you're a retiree hunting for a chill haven, a remote worker craving a break on the wallet, or just fed up with sky-high rent and pricey food, this is your golden nugget. Let's jump into the planet's most wallet-friendly, gorgeous, and downright livable spots. 1. Nicaragua's. Ever fantasized about waking up to waves slapping the shore, sipping cool coconut water while kicking back in a hammock, all for less than your old car payment? Nicaragua's got your number. This overlooked Central American treasure dishes out breathtaking beaches, historic colonial towns, and a cost of living so sweet it feels like you're gaming the system. Snag a cozy one-bedroom in Granada's vibrant core, surrounded by bright Spanish-style homes and charming cobblestone lanes for just $200 to $300 a month. Craving the Pacific vibes of San Juan del Sur? A beachside pad there might run you a mere $400. If you're cool with a quieter, rural spot, you could land a place for as low as $150. Bills like electricity and fast internet? They'll hardly nudge past $70 a month. The food's a steal and downright tasty. Grab a hearty plate of gallo pinto, rice and beans mixed with grilled meat, plantains, and a fresh salad for $2 to $3. Fresh off the boat seafood? You'll be stunned they charge just $5 for a massive grilled fish feast, profit or not. Fruit lovers, rejoice. A bag stuffed with mangoes, pineapples, and avocados costs next to nothing, just a couple bucks. Getting around's a breeze, too. Hop on a public bus for a quarter, or hail a taxi in town for $2 to $3 tops. Feeling bold? Rent a motorbike for a month at $60 to $80, and zip wherever you please. The vibe here is chill and inviting. Nicaragua's famous for its easygoing spirit, warm locals, and tight-knit expat crews. Whether you're into surfing killer waves, trekking up volcanoes, or just soaking in the slow life, boredom's not an option. Healthcare's a pleasant surprise, especially in Managua, where top-notch private clinics deliver quality care at prices that'll make your jaw drop, compared to the USA standard checkups only $20 to $30. Best part? Nicaragua rolls out the welcome mat for long stays. Their retiree residency deal is one of the easiest around, with super low cash hurdles, so you can settle into that seaside dream without drowning in red tape. A lush, tropical escape where your dollars stretch endlessly. The folks are friendly, and the views could double as your laptop wallpaper. What's not to fall for? With this kind of budget, would you consider living in Nicaragua's? If yes, type 1. If no, type 0 in the comments. 2. Ecuador. Ever thought you could savor a juicy fruit smoothie and a hot, buttery empanada for less than a bus fare back home? Picture waking up in a picturesque colonial town, the air cool and crisp, with the mouth-watering aroma of fresh-baked bread wafting down the streets. You stroll over to a lively local market, where colorful stacks of mangoes, papayas, and avocados go for mere pennies. A smiling vendor hooks you up with a bag brimming with crisp veggies, homemade cheese, and fish straight from the sea, all for less than you'd shell out for a burger combo in the States. That's Ecuador for you, a hidden gem that's quickly climbing the ranks as a top spot to kick back and retire. Whether you're drawn to the buzzing energy of places like Cuenca or Loja, or the laid-back beachy vibes of Salinas and Montaita, you can settle in here for a steal compared to most places. Let's chat about rent, because in Ecuador, your housing costs won't drain your wallet. A comfy one-bedroom in Cuenca or Loja? Yours for just $200 to $300 a month. Want to pinch pennies even more? In quieter towns, a snug studio can be had for as little as $150 to $250 monthly. Craving the sound of ocean waves at dawn? Beachfront digs in Manta kick off at about $350 a month. But the real star in Ecuador is the food scene. Your weekly haul of groceries, think crisp produce, creamy dairy, and top-notch cuts of meat, might only ding your budget by $20 to $30. Not in the mood to cook? A hearty meal, complete with soup, rice, beans, tender meat, and a cool glass of fresh juice, goes for just $2 to $3. Seafood fans, brace yourselves. Ecuadorian ceviche is a tangy, ocean-fresh delight dished out at seaside spots for a couple bucks. Bills won't weigh you down either. Power, water, and solid internet together hover around $100 monthly. Getting around is a bargain too. Buses roll for 30 cents a pop, and a taxi trip across town caps at $3. How about safety? Sure, some spots call for basic street smarts like anywhere else, but smaller towns like Loja and Vilcabamba are peaceful havens, tight-knit and retiree-friendly. Locals here are all heart, eager to chat and pull you into their lively festivals. Healthcare's a win too. Ecuador's system is wallet-friendly and solid, with private doctor visits running $20 to $40 and a dental cleaning as low as $15. Here's a sweet bonus. Snagging a retiree visa is a breeze. Show a steady $1,300 monthly income, and you're in, unlocking perks like cheaper flights, utility bills, and fun outings. Life here isn't just easy on the cash, it's bursting with flavor and excitement. Imagine strolling down ancient cobblestone paths, nibbling on rich local chocolate, or kicking back with coffee in a historic square as Andean tunes drift by from street players. Not a city person? Ecuador's got you covered with wild jungles, sky-high volcanoes, and sun-soaked beaches begging to be explored. 3. Tunisia. Picture yourself parked at a cozy seaside cafe, the Mediterranean waves crashing gently in the background. The rich aroma of freshly steeped mint tea wafts around you as a waiter slides a plate of brick your way, a golden, crunchy pastry stuffed with egg, tuna, and zesty spices. The price tag? A mere $1.50. Welcome to Tunisia, a steal of a spot for seaside retirement, blending ancient vibes with everyday ease at costs that'll make you double take. Dreaming of mornings in a quaint Mediterranean town? Tunisia's got you covered. A comfy one-bedroom in bustling hubs like Tunis, Sousse, or Hammamet goes for $200 to $300 a month. Craving a sleepy village instead? Rent dips as low as $150. Stocking up on groceries won't strain your wallet either. A week's haul of crisp veggies, fresh-caught seafood, and handmade bread runs $20 to $30. Eating out's a treat too. Snag a hearty serving of couscous topped with grilled fish and a side salad for just $2 to $4. Getting around is a breeze and cheap as can be. Hop on a metro or bus for 30 to 50 cents, or grab a taxi across town for $2 to $5. Monthly bills like power and internet? They'll land between $60 and $90. Add it all up, and you're living large on $500 to $800 a month. Safety's a big win here too. While some spots call for caution, places like Tunis, Hammamet, and Sousse buzz with lively expat crews, keep crime low, and roll out the red carpet for retirees. Wander through the old Medina at dusk, and don't be shocked if a chatty vendor offers you a steaming cup of mint tea. It's Tunisia's warm way of saying, hey, stick around. The cherry on top? Visas are a cinch. Most folks from the US, Canada, or Europe snag a 90-day pass right at the gate, and retirees can stretch that into a long haul with ease. Once you're in, it's all about the good stuff, poking around lively spice stalls, stepping back in time at Roman ruins, or kicking back on a rooftop terrace as the sun dips below the Mediterranean horizon. 4. Mexico. Now let's head to a place where the aroma of sizzling street tacos fills the air. Mariachi music echoes through lively plazas, and every sunset looks like a postcard. Welcome to Mexico, a retiree's paradise where a high quality of life comes with a shockingly low price tag. Picture this. You step into a bustling market, and for just a few dollars, you walk away with ripe avocados, sun-kissed tomatoes, fresh tortillas, and locally made cheese. Later, You stop at a food stall where a vendor hands you a fresh corn tortilla piled with perfectly seasoned meat, diced onions, and fragrant cilantro. The cost? 50 cents. When it comes to housing, Mexico has options for every taste and budget. A one-bedroom apartment in cities like Mérida, Guadalajara, or Oaxaca rents for just $200 to $300 per month. Want ocean views? Beach towns like Mazatlan or Puerto Vallarta have rentals starting at $350. Add in utilities for about $100 a month, and you're still spending less than what many people pay just for electricity back home. Daily expenses are equally kind to your wallet. If you prefer cooking, your grocery bill could be as low as $40 a week. Dining out is almost too affordable to resist. Delicious local meals cost between $3 and $5. Public transportation. A bus ride is only 50 cents to $1, and even a taxi ride across town rarely exceeds $8. Mexico is home to some of the safest and most expat-friendly cities in Latin America. Mérida, San Miguel de Allende, and Ajijic have strong retiree communities where foreigners feel right at home. Bob, a retired firefighter from Texas, made the move to Mérida and never looked back. "I feel safer here than in some U.S. cities," he says. "The people are welcoming, the healthcare is great, and I get to enjoy my retirement without financial stress." Speaking of healthcare, Mexico's private hospitals are among the best in Latin America, with high standards and English-speaking doctors. And thanks to Mexico's straightforward residency program, becoming a long-term resident is easy. Imagine strolling through vibrant streets lined with colorful colonial buildings, stopping at a tiny cafe to sip a rich cup of Mexican coffee while watching the world go by. Later, you head to the beach where the waves crash softly against the shore as you enjoy a plate of fresh ceviche. Mexico isn't just a retirement destination, it's a whole new way of living. If you want to connect with the foreign community in Mexico, please leave a comment with the number 9 and your country name, and we will respond to you in the comments. 5. Georgia. Tbilisi, Georgia's vibrant capital, is a budget retiree's paradise. A sleek one-bedroom right in the heart of the city goes for $200 to $300 a month. Craving the calm of a mountain retreat like Kutaisi or the seaside vibes of Batumi? You'll shell out just $150 to $250. Bills for water, power, and solid internet? They'll barely nudge past $80 monthly. The food scene here is pure joy. Imagine settling into a snug eatery, your table loaded with piping hot khachapuri, a cheesy bread masterpiece, juicy kinkali dumplings, and a bottle of local wine, all for under $10. Stocking your kitchen's a breeze too. A week's haul of crisp veggies, quality meats, and creamy dairy costs $25 to $40. Getting around is so cheap it's almost a joke. A metro or bus trip is 20 cents, and a taxi ride across town tops out at $3. Fancy a scenic train journey through the mountains? Tickets kick off at $5. Safety's a standout perk. Georgia's regularly pegged as one of Europe's safest spots. Stroll at night with ease and count on the locals, some of the friendliest folks around, to lend a hand. Look a little confused, and someone's bound to stop, offer directions, and maybe even invite you for a home-cooked meal. The real kicker? Georgia hands out a no-sweat one-year visa to most visitors, renewable forever with zero hassle. Settling here means blending today's conveniences with timeless charm, where every corner whispers history, and your toughest choice might be picking your next glass of stellar Georgian wine. 6. Vietnam. If you've ever wanted to retire in a place where a bowl of world-class pho costs less than your morning coffee back home, Vietnam is calling your name. This is the land of lush green rice fields, stunning beaches, and cities buzzing with energy, all for a fraction of the cost of Western living. Let's talk rent. A fully furnished one-bedroom apartment in Hanoi or Ho Chi Minh City costs $250 to $400. Prefer a laid-back coastal vibe? Da Nang or Nha Trang have beachfront apartments for $300 to $500. And in smaller towns, you could snag a place for as little as $150 per month. Now, the real magic: food. Vietnamese cuisine is not just delicious, it's shockingly cheap. You could eat out every single meal and still spend less than most people's weekly grocery bill in the West. A steaming bowl of pho or a banh mi sandwich costs $1 to $2. A plate of fresh spring rolls with dipping sauce? Around $1. A full sit-down meal with drinks? $5. Transportation is equally budget-friendly. Motorbike rentals cost around $50 a month, and taxi rides are usually just a couple of bucks. Buses are even cheaper. Utilities, including fast internet and air conditioning, typically range between $50 and $75 a month. Vietnam is also known for its affordable, high-quality healthcare. A visit to a private hospital with an English-speaking doctor costs around $30 to $50, and prescription medication is ridiculously cheap. The expat community is thriving, especially in places like Ho Chi Minh City, Hanoi, and Da Nang. Whether you're looking for social clubs, beachside yoga sessions, or lively night markets, Vietnam offers a lifestyle that's both exciting and affordable. And here's the kicker: Vietnam's visa system is easy to navigate, with options for long-term stays, making it a hassle-free retirement destination. Imagine waking up to the sound of ocean waves, sipping strong Vietnamese coffee while watching street vendors set up shop, and knowing that your entire monthly budget barely scratches what you'd spend on rent alone back home. If you want to connect with the foreign community in Vietnam, please leave a comment with the number 7 and your country name, and we will respond to you in the comments. 7. Cambodia. Ever fantasized about a spot where a single dollar lands you a tasty meal and $500 a month unlocks a cozy, stress-free life? Say hello to Cambodia, where your cash doesn't just go far, it practically does cartwheels. Let's kick off with housing. A sleek one-bedroom in Phnom Penh or Siem Reap runs you $200 to $350 monthly. Craving sand between your toes? Sihanoukville and Kampot have riverside or beachside pads starting at $250. Your bills, think internet, water, and power, clock in at a breezy $50 to $75 a month. Dining out's so affordable you might ditch cooking altogether. A piled high plate of rice and sizzling stir-fried meat goes for $1 to $2. A steaming bowl of keema noodles? Just $1. Even if you treat yourself to a swankier joint, a full spread with drinks tops out at $5 to $7. Getting around won't dent your wallet either. Tuk-tuks zip you along for $1 or $2, and a motorbike rental's yours for $50 a month. Public transit's getting better, but most retirees lean on ride apps, where a trip across town rarely hits $3. Healthcare's a win too. Cambodia boasts decent private clinics with staff who cater to expats, and if you need something extra, Bangkok's a quick, cheap flight away. Safety's solid, especially in expat hotspots like Siem Reap, where crime's low and locals greet you with open arms. Speaking of the people, Cambodians are some of the warmest folks around, flashing smiles and striking up chats. No core skills required. Visas? A total breeze. Cambodia hands out long-term stays with barely any fuss, letting retirees settle in for the long haul without the red tape headache. Life here is all about kicking back and savoring the moment, catching a golden sunset over age-old temples, nursing a crisp Anchor beer for $1, and grinning at how your monthly costs are less than what folks back home blow in a week. If you're after a cheap, culture-rich, easygoing lifestyle, Cambodia's got its doors wide open. 8. Bolivia. Ever pictured retirement with jaw-dropping mountain vistas, quaint colonial villages, and a cost of living so light you could practically get by on pocket change? Bolivia's calling your name. This tucked-away South American nation delivers one of the best bangs for your buck without skimping on the good life. Let's talk rent first. A decked-out one-bedroom in La Paz or Sucre goes for $200 to $350 a month. Craving the balmy, tropical feel of Santa Cruz? You're still looking at under $400. If quaint little towns are more your speed, a snug place might only run you $150 monthly. Bills like electricity, water, and speedy internet, they'll set you back about $50 to $70. Food's where Bolivia steals the show. A full 3-course meal at a local joint costs $3 to $5. Hungry for street eats? $1 gets you a massive saute, a savory stuffed pastry, or a steaming bowl of rich quinoa soup. Cooking at home? Stock up on a week's worth of fresh veggies, meat, and dairy for $20 to $30. Getting around's a steal too. Hop on the local minibuses called Micros or Troofies for just 20 cents a trip. City taxes? $1 to $3. Planning a cross-country jaunt? Long-haul buses are comfy and kind to your wallet. Healthcare's solid in the cities. Private clinics in spots like Santa Cruz and La Paz dish out top-notch care at prices that'll make you grin compared to the West. A checkup runs $20 to $40, and meds often cost less than half of U.S. rates. What really sets Bolivia apart is the lifestyle. Whether you're trekking across the mind-blowing Salar de Uyuni salt flats, strolling through historic gems like Potosi, or kicking back at a calf watching the world drift by, it's a perfect blend of excitement and calm. The cherry on top? Bolivia's long-term visas are a cinch to snag, keeping your monthly tab between $600 and $800 for rent, meals, and fun. If you're hunting for a spot where every day sparks adventure, your savings stretch endlessly, and you can thrive on under $1,000 a month, Bolivia's ready to roll out the welcome mat. So, is Bolivia calling your name for that next trip or big relocation? If it's a yes, toss a 1 in the comments. If it's a no, drop a 0, and we'll hook you up with another budget-friendly spot. Thanks for chiming in. If Bolivia got you hooked and you're ready to roll, comment 7, and we'll dish out visa details and handy travel pointers. That's a wrap on our Bolivia travel rundown. Thanks for sticking with us to the finish. If this helped you out, hit that like button and let us know what we could tweak. Your input keeps us sharp. Catch you on the next globe trotting adventure.